It finally happened. After years of speculation, quiet glances, and countless fan theories, the moment everyone's been waiting for has arrived. Whispers began circulating late last night. A handful of photos that seemed too real, too intimate, to be just another coincidence. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun, in what appears to be a private, secret wedding ceremony. And for fans around the world, this was not just breaking news. It was the ending, and the beginning, of a love story that had always felt destined. At first, no one wanted to believe it. Social media lit up in chaos. Is this for real? Someone tell me this isn't edited. But the more people zoomed in, the more undeniable it became. Kim Go-eun, wearing a simple, elegant white dress, her hair loosely tied, a small bouquet of baby's breath in her hands. And beside her, Lee Min-ho, in a crisp ivory suit, his smile soft but full of meaning. They weren't posing for the cameras. They weren't acting. They looked home. The leaked photos came from what appeared to be a small coastal venue in Jeju Island, a place known for quiet retreats, and for couples seeking privacy away from Seoul's constant gaze. No crowd, no flashing lights, just a few close friends, a gentle sunset, and two people who had spent years trying to keep their love hidden. But how did this all begin? To truly understand this moment, we have to go back to where this story started. In 2020, when The King, Eternal Monarch aired, viewers were instantly captivated by their chemistry. It wasn't just acting. There was something unspoken between them. Something that even the best script couldn't manufacture. Every glance, every lingering pause, every stolen smile, felt too real. And while both of them insisted it was just professionalism, fans knew. They always knew. After the drama ended, they went their separate ways, at least publicly. Lee Min-ho focused on international projects, brand deals, and charity work. Kim Go-eun immersed herself in new roles, showing her range and strength as an actress. But occasionally, there were signs. A reflection in a photo, matching bracelets, a sudden post deleted too quickly, little traces that made people whisper. Maybe they never really let go. Then came the interviews. When asked about love, Lee Min-ho said, "Love, for me, is something that doesn't need to be loud. It's about being at peace with someone, feeling seen, and still being free." Fans couldn't help but connect those words to the way he always looked at Kim Go-eun. And when Kim Go-eun was asked about her ideal partner, she simply smiled and said, "Someone who understands my silence." Silence. The one thing that has defined them both. Back to the present. The wedding photos, though not confirmed by either agency, tell a story that words never could. One of the images shows them standing under an arch of white flowers, hands intertwined, heads slightly bowed. Another shows Lee Min-ho looking at Kim Go-eun with a tenderness that almost feels sacred. And in one rare candid shot, she's laughing. The kind of laugh that comes only when you're safe. Sources close to both actors claim that the ceremony was held weeks ago, attended only by family and a few trusted friends. No staff, no press, no spectacle, just love. Pure, quiet love. Reportedly, even the officiant was a longtime family friend. The rings were custom-made, engraved with the words, "Always us." Fans online are still processing the revelation. Some are in tears, saying it feels like watching a fairy tale come true. Others are simply grateful that they finally chose happiness on their own terms. As one fan wrote, "They taught us that love doesn't need to shout. Sometimes, it just whispers until the world finally listens." But what makes this story so moving is not just the wedding itself. It's how they got here. Both Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun have lived under immense public pressure. Every move dissected, every interaction analyzed. To choose to love quietly, to protect something so fragile from the noise, takes courage. And in the end, they did what many celebrities can't. They kept their love real. One insider shared that after the ceremony, they didn't head to a luxury honeymoon abroad. Instead, they stayed right there in Jeju. walking along the coast, hand in hand, like any couple savoring their first day as husband and wife. Witnesses said they seemed completely unaware of the world around them. Just two souls, finally at peace. And while the agencies remain silent, their silence speaks volumes. No denial, no damage control, just a quiet acknowledgement that maybe the time to hide is over. In the days following the leak, both actors' social media pages changed subtly. Lee Min-ho posted a photo of the ocean, calm endless, with the caption, "Where everything begins again." Kim Go-eun, hours later, shared a picture of a single white flower, with the words, "Finally." No tags, no explanations. But everyone understood. Fans from across the globe have flooded comment sections with congratulations, artwork, and letters. Some recalled the scenes from The King, saying the show's ending finally came true in real life. Others thanked them for proving that love can survive fame, distance, and years of uncertainty. One fan wrote, "They may have hidden it from the cameras, but not from destiny." As news outlets scramble for confirmation, what stands out most is how peaceful this revelation feels. There's no scandal, no controversy, just love, finally allowed to breathe in the open. And maybe that's what makes it so powerful. In an industry often built on illusion, they managed to find something real. People close to them say their relationship had always been rooted in friendship. They were each other's safe space, through career highs and personal lows. When the world demanded perfection, they reminded each other that love doesn't need to be perfect, just honest. An emotional post circulating among fans reads, "For years, we imagined their story. We wrote it in our hearts. We hoped for it in our dreams. And now, they've written it themselves. In the simplest, most beautiful way." As more details slowly emerge, one thing is certain. This wasn't a publicity stunt. This was two people choosing each other quietly, patiently, and completely. No cameras, no red carpets, no contracts, just love. And perhaps that's the lesson here. True love doesn't need to be proven. It doesn't crave applause. It just exists, steady, enduring, like the tide that returns every morning. Tonight, as fans continue to replay every memory, from behind-the-scenes smiles to on-screen moments that now feel prophetic, there's a